Politicians have spent all summer, most of the fall, asking for your vote, and all that campaigning isn't cheap. So with the election now just a week away, a 7 News investigation is looking at the price of politics.
We're tracking the political contributions that open doors for big business and leave you without a voice. Our Gordon Dill is joining us now, and Gordon, here's the big question. Does all that campaign cash affect the way our government works?
Tonight, guys, we're going to answer that question by looking at one industry in particular. Title lenders. They're small dollar loans that use a borrower's car as collateral. That industry spreads totally legal contributions across both political parties and to almost everyone in office in Columbia. And the guy who got more of that money than anyone else says the donations make a difference.
Jocelyn Artisan retired from nursing when her own health failed. She has COPD, a lung disease that makes it hard to breathe without her medicine, which she inhales through this electric nebulizer. In other words, Jocelyn can't breathe unless the power stays on. So this March,
I needed $189.
Why?
To pay my light bill.
Jocelyn was desperate. This 60-year-old woman who had never borrowed a dime got her first title loan, which means she borrowed money with her car as collateral.
I just couldn't borrow it no other way.
And now there's no way out of debt. Remember, she needed $189, but she borrowed more than that. She says it was Smart Choice Title Loans who talked her into it. In South Carolina, title lenders can use a legal loophole that allows unlimited interest as long as the loan is worth more than $600. In fact, these businesses are often called 601s because of the desire to lend at least that much.
So you only needed 180.
180.
But it was their idea to give you over 600.
It was their idea to give me more money.
So Jocelyn got $640 cash at 400% APR. It'll cost her $5,337 to pay off. That's $213.49 every month for more than 2 years. Meanwhile, Jocelyn's only income is a monthly disability check for $813. $400 of that pays the rent, which leaves $413 a month for electricity, water, food, and medicine. And now half of that will pay interest on her title loan.
So you couldn't have made that first payment.
I couldn't make that first payment down to $214.
That's hardly unusual. A taxpayer-funded 2015 study found interest rates of 400% or more are common in South Carolina. And that same report found 2/3 of the loans made in the state would fail newly proposed federal criteria that check the borrower's ability to repay that loan, meaning $1.3 billion in small loans are made to South Carolinians like Jocelyn who can never afford to pay them back.
In fact, most states have made title loans illegal, calling them predatory. Others, like North Carolina, restrict the amount of interest they can charge. But not South Carolina. It's a billion-dollar industry here. Hundreds of locations statewide. Why are we different? Let's follow the money.
Because money does dictate who gets elected.
That is former Lieutenant Governor Andre Bauer. He's out of office now and willing to talk about the influence of political donations. In our study, nobody accepted more from title lenders. Bauer got $66,000 during his time in public service, and he's still looking for more.
I wish they'd give me more because I have a $223,000 debt. If they're watching, please send contributions.
In South Carolina, title lenders aren't the biggest contributor, but they spread their money across both parties and to almost everyone in government. 75 current state representatives brought in nearly $190,000 in title loan contributions over the last 10 years. 36 of the state's 46 senators got more than $140,000 in the same time. Governor Nikki Haley, $28,000. Lieutenant Governor Henry McMaster, $34,000, plus $22,000 for the Attorney General, Alan Wilson, $14,000 for Treasurer Curtis Loftus.
At what point do you owe something to the people who are writing you a check? You got elected because of their money.
Most of the folks that I dealt with never thought they owed them. It gave them an opportunity to hear from them. And quite frankly, if you didn't support their cause and they weren't happy with you, they could just cut off the stream of helping you anymore.
Bauer says title lenders opened their wallets to him because he understood their business, and as a more libertarian conservative, he felt government shouldn't have to protect people from their own bad decisions, like borrowing too much money. He calls it nanny government. But even he was stunned by the terms of Jocelyn's loan.
When I see 400%, to me that seems a bit much. Somewhere there's a line, I don't know what it is.
Well, South Carolina lawmakers have been reluctant to draw that line on triple-digit interest. When Senator Gerald Malloy introduced bills to regulate interest rates on title loans in 2008 and 2014, his fellow lawmakers let the proposals die in committee without a vote. While Malloy hasn't gotten a dime in title loan donations, a majority of the Senate Banking and Insurance Committee, both Democrats and Republicans, including the committee chairman, have taken nearly $40,000.
People do change their views when they're in government. You are somewhat not as in the community as you once were. And so you do get the ear more of people that help dictate policy. And clearly, big companies do dictate policy in chairs of government.
As for Jocelyn, after she missed several payments, Smart Choice Title Loans repossessed her car, telling her that she'd still owe them the balance of her loan if the car didn't earn enough money when they sold it at auction. That easy money?
They just said, we can loan you $600. I told them, okay.
It's left her with a lifetime of debt.
It's important to tell you that even though we're featuring Jocelyn there, her case is typical of a lot of these loans. Smart Choice Title Loans told us privacy laws prevented them from talking about the terms of Jocelyn's loan, but they did say their company had not made any political contributions, although they said the company's employees are able to do so on their own time. The industry's biggest South Carolina donor, Georgia-based TitleMax, didn't respond to our multiple requests for an interview. Of current office holders, Henry McMaster got the most money. His spokesperson told us by email, many entities contribute to a multitude of politicians, and this industry is just one example. She also said South Carolina has worked to develop, quote, a balance between consumer protection and access to credit that is helpful and safe.